back on Call of Cthulhu. Let's continue on. This game looks crazy. Alright, we made it. I can tell that it's breathing. Yep, that was breathing.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time.
What do you mean?
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Please, no.
Could he be a
nice
problem?
house.
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Are you trying to shoot me away, motherfucker?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Yeah, you don't want me to talk so much.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Dang.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Yeah, I'm done talking to you.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Thank you.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I think I'm gonna stay with you since they told me that there could be a potential psychopath.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
1693, goddamn. Well, dang.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Is there more to add to that?
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Anything else to add to that?
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Alright. Are you sure, Swing?
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island.
Someone
I
said,
don't
fuck those flowers,
understand.
though.
Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
What about the other grave?
Please
though?
give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here.
Poor kid.
What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Amen to that, brother. So you... I guess I'm supposed to go up here alone. Damn. They said upkeep, but what kind of shit makes the giant rocks fall over the place? Oh, set on fire. I'm a dumbass. I forgot. Fire though!
This entrance is still in use. Whoa! Whoa!
Why wouldn't it have been locked?
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa!
Officer, you wanna come give me some backup?
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
Oh, they got
It's
timers on
painful
here.
to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Okay. Investigation. You shouldn't really need this key.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
I like the sound of that, but I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe
Thank
that
you.
someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
I tried.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
I mean, I did leave without you though, didn't I?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keep watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down and, finally, get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place.
Alright.
Who left this light on?
Is it not obvious that someone's already been here?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor.
What kind of meat is that? I think it's supposed to be a big ass squid.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace.
Dang.
Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Look at that there shoe.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
I'm thinking this was abuse. Or they're just in this room.
Did someone escape the fire?
Ooh. So why was that checked off then? The husband ain't dead.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here.
She did. And then he ran out.
A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
He was watching it happen.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
A lot of random
What could
finds.
Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respects. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you shall place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obligated to involve the police. Respectfully yours. Ooh. I believe that she was... I think this is the hallway in the beginning where...
Locked.
Sure is dark in there.
The boys' room.
Alright.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
Oh, they was locking him
What was
out.
wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
All these... Is this blood? Then they're posted me scratches. They all lead to that door.
What will her room reveal about her?
Well then, did I use the key for this? I did just use the key.
Barbiturates.
What is that?
Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Oh, hell nah.
The door is blocked on the other side.
So these are these evil-ass paintings.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bear yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other painting has been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. He said, don't forget who helped you get that bag.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. Bradley? Is that you?
Bet it ain't. Not Bradley confirmed.
Is anyone there?
The fact it's cutscene creeps me out even more. Whoa, is that me? Oh!
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go?
Where did he go? Probably to level up like I am. Ooh, get your bitch ass.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
It looks like an old seaway map. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Seems like this came from a log.
Monday, 24th of May, 1846, 42 North, 70 West, Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the, Orphinius this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, 30th May, 1847. 47 North, 55 West. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without a trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Tuesday, 1st June, 1847, 49 North, 61 West. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the carcass of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Friday, 4th June 1847, 57 North, 51 West. We have sighted a huge well in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Wednesday, 23rd of June 1847, 33 North, 53 West. We caught it. It was the most grotesque well I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into my memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Tuesday, 29th June 1847, Darkwater. We have beaten the blah blah blah. Returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
You're damn right. Those dates.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
33 North, 53 West. 33. Yep.
Looks like it worked.
Yeah, you ain't slick.
Well
As if
done,
the bookcase
Peter.
has been moved several times.
That wasn't all the clues.
Charles Hawkins was a sort of traveler, right?
More like an adventurer, I guess. He left for months, exploring remote places and abandoned temples.
Am I still discovering things?
It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Will it give me a chance to keep, discovering things now that I did that? Nope. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place, looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officer set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel under the mansion.